The players are stumped, and it's a good thing. Sunday afternoon, Sharn campaign. My private detective players are on a missing persons case. Yet every lead they follow suggests that their missing person was abducted by the city watch, and every NPC they talk to tells them to drop the case. Don't mess with the watch. It's not worth it, which only makes them more curious. The question remains, what do they do? The stakes are high. Drawing the watch's ire could bring heat, it could get their licenses pulled, it could maybe even get themselves arrested. They're just underpaid private dicks. How do they confront an institution as foundational and unquestioned as the police? How far are they really expected to take this one missing persons case? The players spend an hour or more talking this through and essentially come up goose eggs. They sort of have a plan, a meeting set with a potentially sympathetic watch captain, but if that's a bust, they're out of leads. No way forward. There was a lot of silence in that session. Some discussion, yes, some thinking, but an overarching sense of obstruction and indecision. And that's very much by design. Ludonarrative dissonance is a fancy term coined by a video game designer, but if you're not familiar, it refers to the idea of game mechanics that are at odds with the game's story. An example might be a game that claims your hero is a great dude, but spends the entire time gunning down anyone who gets in their way. The opposite phenomena, ludonarrative harmony, refers to games where story and mechanics are aligned, in sync with each other. And that feeling, the frustration of not knowing the way forward, of grappling with institutions so much larger than themselves, is precisely what I was going for in this adventure. Crazy as this sounds, I wanted the players to feel like they had no way forward because their characters had no way forward. When they spent an hour mulling over what to do, I seized on the chance and contextualized that discussion. This is happening in-game, I told them. You're all gathered in the office, you've got a chalkboard, you're smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee and arguing about ethics and municipality and law enforcement. A simpler example of this might be asking a player to leave the room if their character isn't present in the scene. I mean, there's a very obvious harmony there. Your character wasn't present for the scene, so you, the player, don't know what happened, and you have to rely on the other player's ability to explain it to you. In my case, it was absolutely a gamble, intentionally courting player frustration like that, and it's one that easily could backfire. I only attempted it because I, A, trusted the players from years of gaming together, and B, leavened the heavier stuff with a B-plot about a lost blink dog named Woofers. Yet I think it worked. It's hard to pull off and harder still to engineer, but every once in a while, if you see an opportunity to mirror a character's experience in a player's experience, it will deepen the encounter and bridge the gap between fiction and reality. What did I learn? Search for moments where your players can feel what their characters feel. It will root them personally in the game.